January night along the lakefront in Chicago, Illinois. Perfect weather for the 17th ever playoff game at iconic Soldier Field, home of the NFC North champion, Chicago Bears. They're led by their second-year quarterback, Caleb Williams, taking on Super Bowl champion Matthew Stafford and the Los Angeles Rams in this NFC divisional playoff game. Good evening, everyone. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico with Chris Collinsworth. 5 teams left who can win the Super Bowl. Chris, nobody thought the Bears would be one of those 5 when this season started. A year of fantastic finishes, including the wild card game against Green Bay. What are you looking for with the Bears here tonight?
We got to talk about Caleb Williams, right? The most exciting player on the most exciting team this year. But this Rams front four, they're so talented, make it so tough on quarterbacks all season long. The tiebreaker tonight, probably Caleb's escapability skills. Can Houdini do it one more time?
And the Rams do it again. They won on the road, the wild card game in Carolina last week. I love this team. Young players, a couple of vets, but they're led by the championship duo of Matthew Stafford and Sean McVay.
Yeah, 2 maestros that keep pushing each other to new heights. They could easily win their second Super Bowl in the last 5 years. Stafford likely going to win his first MVP. But these bewildering Bears, they're ready to shock the world again. We're ready for the main event for this weekend.
The winner goes to Seattle next Sunday for a shot at the Super Bowl. Coming up, National Anthem Chicago style. You don't want to miss it. And then the Rams and the Bears. It's the NFC Divisional Playoff from Chicago. We've got it for you on a frigid night here on NBC.
NBC Sports, home of Super Bowl 60, welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Now, please stand and remove your hats and honor America with the presentation of our nation's flag. Performing the national anthem is Jim Cornelison, accompanied by June Prusak from the Chicago Hearing Society.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets rang clear, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
He's the best. Many years, the Blackhawks games, if it's a big Chicago moment, that's the national anthem. Jim Cornelison, nothing like him. Story 1 tonight, the weather, not the coldest playoff game ever at Soldier Field, but it's frigid. Temperature in the teens. Feels like in the single digits. Snow showers and flurries for the next hour and a half or so. The winds will be a bigger factor the later we get in the game. In the middle of it all, our reporters, we have both sidelines covered. Kaylee Hartung with the Bears in a minute. First, Melissa Stark on the team from LA dealing with the cold. Hi, Melissa.
Hi, Mike. Yes, the Rams practiced all week long in temperatures in the low 80s. degrees. That's almost 70 degrees warmer than it is here tonight. Head coach Sean McVay telling us, we've talked about the weather, we're prepared for it, but it's only a big deal if you make it one. The Rams traveled with over 2,000 pounds of cold weather gear, including wetsuits, thermal layers, and capes. They have plenty of hot chocolate and chicken broth down here on the sideline. Matthew Stafford and Davante Adams both have experience playing in the cold and know exactly what they like to wear. For Matthew, he has a scuba top under his jersey to keep his core warm. Davante has a special jersey with a hand warmer built into it. And get this, some of the Rams have put cayenne pepper in their socks. Yes, just like this one that you can buy at the grocery store. I'm told it brings heat and it keeps the blood flowing, Kaylee. Whatever works.
Yeah, absolutely, Melissa. This weather is nothing new in Chicago, but the Bears say the biggest difference between this team and the one with just 5 wins a season ago is a single word, and that's belief. Belief that as long as there is time left on the clock, they are never out of the fight. This past Saturday, trailing the Packers by 18 at the half, Ben Johnson didn't see a deficit. He saw an opportunity. He told his players, go turn this into a game we'll never forget. And they did exactly that. Quarterback Caleb Williams says that win was no fluke, and it's not about being lucky. He feels he is the best in those moments because of the way he's prepared to be in those moments. Now, after 7 dramatic fourth quarter comeback wins, this Bears team has proven they are resilient and they will battle until that clock hits 0. No matter how cold it is out here, Mike.
You got it, Kaylee. Ben Johnson's used to it, loves Bears weather. He and Sean McVay, both 39 years old. Year 1 for Ben, year 9 for Sean, who's coaching his 15th playoff game here tonight. The winner goes to Seattle next Sunday to face the top seed, the Seahawks, to see who will represent the NFC in Super Bowl 60. Congratulations to the Broncos and the Patriots as well, still on that road to Santa Clara. The scene is set for the final game of the divisional playoffs presented by Intuit TurboTax. The Rams won the toss, deferred. Bears get the ball first. Wish you could be here with us. Since you're not, settle in and soak up Soldier Field before kickoff of this divisional playoff game. Ethan Evans will kick it off. Bears have twin receivers back in Devin Duvernay and Josh Blackwell. Snow flurries coated the field a little bit over the last 20 minutes, so a blower came out to clear off some of that snow. From the producers of 30 Rock, Tracy Morgan and Daniel Radcliffe, they team up in the new comedy, The Fall and Rise of Richie Dinkins. That's a special premiere tonight after the game on NBC. Take you through the Chicago Sports Museum. So many great moments, great stars over the years in this wonderful sports city. 7-0 Rams. Meva's kickoff sends Duvernay back in. He caught the ball and goes back into the end zone. So it's a touchback there. And we'll check on the Rams defense.
Byron Young, Tennessee.
Braden Fisk, Florida State University.
Poona Ford, Texas.
Kobe Turner, Richmond and Wake Forest.
Jerry Verse, Florida State University.
Nate Landman, Colorado.
Emmanuel Forbes Jr., King of the South.
Quentin Lake, UCLA.
Cam Curl, Arkansas.
Cameron Kitchens, University of Miami.
Kobe Durant, Grooms Drive.
So this Rams defense playing very well mid-season. Chris Shula is the Rams defensive coordinator. The last 7 games, they've given a 27 or more in 5 of them. So that's the place we're watching tonight. Can Chris Shula get this team back to that early season form? I mentioned the kick was caught in the field, the play taken back in the end zone. Thus, the touchback brings the ball to the 20, not the 35. So Duvernay with a bit of a mistake, not bringing it out. The 7th round pick out of Rutgers gets the first down for Chicago. Handed the ball by Caleb Williams, who won a Heisman, was the first overall pick in the 2024 draft. He started every game since the Bears took him. Low completion percentage in the regular season and that wild card game against the Packers, but the 7 comeback wins in the 4th quarter, most in the NFL. Tonight's playoff site's provided by Nationwide. That building in Chicago, it's called Park West, where they shot the Super Bowl Shuffle back some 4 decades ago. Of course, that famous song, the 85 Bears put out the road to success. There they are from that infamous taping. All right, Chris Collinsworth, fourth down. Ben Johnson's got the offense out there.
Olsen Loveland is their #1 target down here.
Have the ball with good field position. And that gives it to their offense. Remember the Show Threes company? Well, great company for the Rams. Puka Nacua led the NFL in receptions and receiving yards per game with 107. And then the other partner in this, Devontae Adams, 14 receiving touchdowns. He's led the league in touchdowns with the Packers, the Raiders, and now the Rams. Added with Matthew Stafford, who led pass touchdowns. Second time we've had teammates going back to that great 07 Patriots team, leading all those. Somewhere Mr. Roper is smiling. NBC's divisional playoff is brought to you by Toyota, the official automotive partner of the NFL. Let's go places. By Royal Caribbean, it's big time. And by Lowe's, tackle your to-do list early to earn your Sunday. This was Saturday. There were a lot of people in Chicagoland feeling no pain on Sunday. All the celebrations and the reactions to the Bears win over the Packers. Many of those folks are here.
I like the guy that had the sleeping baby over there. He was dancing and punching, but he couldn't yell or he'd wake up the baby.
Drive 3 for Caleb Williams and the Bears. From the 20-yard line, spun outside, DJ Moore, good in the open field. Kobe Durant to bring him down, and no gain. It has been a magical season for the Bears. We talked about Caleb Williams and the 7 comebacks. Chris, you can feel the belief in the city, at Hallis Hall, in the building. They just feel like when they get in a game, they're tough to knock out.
Yeah, but Ben Johnson said it's already aged him 10 years. He did. Caleb Williams said, I'd really rather win by 50 if we could ever do that. So they're enjoying it, but they've been suffering a little at home just like you guys.
There's a lot to look forward to on Super Bowl Sunday. After the game, watch The Burbs, a new Peacock original series starring Keke Palmer. It streams February 8th only on Peacock. Wiener's Circle, serving up those Chicago-style dogs for 40 years. The Statue of Sweetness outside Soldier Field. Good reminder of the league's most prestigious honor, the Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year Award. It's presented by nationwide recognized players whose passion to impact lives extends beyond the game. Kyron Williams and DJ Moore, the team winners for the Rams and the Bears. The winner of the league-wide award is announced at NFL Honors Thursday of Super Bowl week right here on NBC and also on NFL Network.
Coming up on the Toyota halftime, these guys are ready to talk about the Pats being back in the AFC Championship game, and we're going to hear from defensive tackle Milton Williams and look ahead with our coaches to second half adjustments. Mike?
All right, Maria, great to have the whole team here. We're all down for the Super Bowl in Santa Clara 3 weeks from tonight on NBC. Knuckleball, but through. And this half ends even at 10. Rams scored the first 7, the Bears the next 10. And the Mevis field goal knuckles its way through the uprights to send us to the pause at 10-10. Quick pictures with that 3. And we go to Melissa with Sean McVay.
Sean, first points since the opening drive. How do you keep the offense in rhythm?
Yeah, we just got to execute. We've had some mental mistakes, and they've done a good job. But if we just do what we're supposed to do, we would be able to sustain some drives, and we'll settle in, and we'll do that.
What impact is the weather having?
I mean, we're both playing in it, so we got to keep handling it.
Thanks, Sean.
Thank you.
Scuba suit keeping them warm. All even at 10 at the break. Rams get the ball to start the second half. Here's Maria Taylor now at Toyota halftime. Maria.
Appreciate it, Mike. Coming up on the Toyota halftime, a 5-takeaway day for New England as they return to the AFC title game. We'll hear from one of their impact players from the Patriots defense.
Tonight's first half coverage is presented by Progressive.
Snow, cold in the playoffs in Chicago. Doesn't get much better. Rams, Bears. It's the NFC Divisional Playoff.
And playoff football, fellas. What more can you ask for?
Get ready to go.
It's intercepted.
Oh, my goodness.
Williams to the end zone for the touchdown.
Come on, man.
DJ Moore. Touchdown, Chicago.
Put on a show.
With be here with us.
Get ready to go. Progressive, insurance for coverage you can count on.
To the second half from Chicago, all even at 10 on this frigid January night. Take a look at our divisional storylines. Powered by AWS, the quarterback story, pretty similar numbers. The Williams pick came on a fourth down play deep in Rams territory. Stafford sacked 3 times. Let's unpack that a little bit deeper. 2 of them came against the blitz. And when the Bears blitzed 9 times, they got 5 pressures and those pair of sacks. Keep an eye on that for the second half. And keep an eye on if the big guns, Nakua and Adams, can get going. Combined 8 targets, 3 catches. Adams shut out for the first half for the first time this year. That's how we arrive at the third quarter of the divisional playoffs presented by Intuit TurboTax. The Seahawks await in the Great Northwest for the championship game next Sunday evening. It'll be the Bears or the Rams heading that way. Santos the kick to start the third. Rivers the return for the Rams. Well covered by the Bears, just across the 25. A moment ago, Kaylee Hartung with Ben Johnson.
Well, Ben, the Bears have become accustomed to dramatic comeback wins. Tied at the half, what was your message to the team?
Yeah, we're just focusing on the next play for the next 30 minutes. We're just stay engaged with what we're doing. I think we're doing a good job on all 3 phases right now. We got to keep that going.
What do you need to do to continue to bring that pressure and affect Matthew Stafford?
Yeah, I think DA's doing a good job mixing up pressures, coverage. Guys are executing it really well, so we need to continue that.
Thanks, Ben.
Thank you.
What a year 1 for the former Detroit Lion offensive coordinator. Getting the Bears here to the divisional. First down run. Inside, across the 30 to around the 32-yard line. So, Chris, given everything we've shown, stats, and what we watched, what are you watching here as this third quarter gets underway?
Yeah, one thing I think the Rams are going to have to do a little bit better job tackling out there. They had 8 missed tackles in that first half. And a lot of times when you come from a warm weather place and you come out here, it's not so easy to tackle. This is a good defense. They've been playing well. And we'll talk a little bit about that Bears offense when they get out there.
NBC's divisional playoff is brought to you by Hyundai. Welcome to more in the all-new Hyundai Palisade Hybrid. By Intuit TurboTax. Now this is taxes. And by T-Mobile, America's best network. Last playoff meeting between these teams, the 24-0 Bears shutout 40 years and 6 days ago. Very similar day. Light snow falling back then. Bears on their way to the Super Bowl. 45 fielded at the 23-yard line by Smith. Halfway through the third. Whether it's the old Ditka look, however you decide, Bear weather in Chicago in the divisional playoff. Legendary February begins Friday, February 6th, less than 3 weeks. It is the opening ceremony for the Winter Olympics. We'll see you in Milan Cortina for 17 magical days with the Super Bowl on day 3 of it all on NBC and Peacock. Fans, get ready. The 2026 NFL Pro Bowl games powered by Verizon. You can watch the league's top stars face off in AFC NFC Flag Football Showdown. All the action's on ESPN and Disney XD. It's Tuesday of Super Bowl week, February 3rd, 8 Eastern, 7 Chicago time, 5 LA time. Next Sunday, it's the Patriots and the Broncos, the AFC Championship game on CBS, 3 Eastern. Jim Nantz, Tony Romo have that. Followed by the winner of this one in Seattle to take on the Seahawks. NFC title game, Fox 6:30 Eastern. Both games presented by Intuit TurboTax. Kevin Burkhardt and Tom Brady calling that and send us 2 teams to the Super Bowl. Tonight's playoff sites provided by Nationwide, the familiar marquee outside of the Bears' first home in Chicago. Wrigley Field, they're home for 50 years, hosted a couple of Northwestern football games. We'll have a couple of Sunday night baseball games in there. The Sunday night baseball comes to NBC and Peacock. Pitchers and catchers report soon. What we're thinking about right now are punters and kickers and who's going to score. 10-10, fourth quarter begins with Taylor punting for Chicago. Xavier Smith, fair catch, 41-yard kick. Rams Rams will take over at the 9-yard line.
Puka Nacua has been one of the best players in all of football this year, and he has had a good night so far, not his typical night. He's been making plays on some of these short routes, little catch and run. That's what he's done so well this year. He also has done in equal measure some tremendous blocks down the field. That one led to the touchdown. But boy, they could sure use him right now.
Bears are down in the fourth quarter. Nothing new. They've had ice in their veins in this turnaround all year. And why not a championship bear? Mike Singletary, guys that I want winners. Well, the Bears were winners last week. Largest postseason comeback in team history against the Packers. Their first postseason win, ending the 15-year drought. 7 coming, trailing in the last 2 minutes of the fourth quarter. An NFL record. Super Bowl champion Bears here to watch the team he played and starred for. Trying to do it again. 8:50 to go. Chicago time, that's plenty of time. They are down 7. Devin Duvernay up the numbers. Here comes Duvernay. Nice return to give the Bears decent field position at the 36-yard line. So, flip the lead again in the fourth quarter. It's happened so often in this postseason. 14 times in the fourth quarter, with 5 teams coming back in those last 3 minutes. Postseason history. Bears have been a part of it. They have a chance to make more of it. New England, Denver, Seattle, or the Rams and Bears. One of those 5 teams will win Super Bowl 60. 3 weeks from tonight, we'll have it for you on NBC. After the game, Chevrolet post-game, Melissa and Kaylee will talk to the stars of the game. Maria and our studio crew will get you set for championship weekend. Chris and I will do the same. Rams punting the ball. They've had special teams issues throughout this season.
I told everybody all week that Caleb Williams' play on 4th and 8 a week ago would not be matched. It was the best play of the year. Guess what? It ain't no more. We got one better from Caleb Williams this time. And I have never seen a quarterback outrace an entire defense backwards, throw a fadeaway jump shot for the game-tying touchdown. Are you kidding me, Caleb Williams?
Moment to send the Rams to the championship game. Mavis from 42 online, and it's good. And the Los Angeles Rams go to the championship game with an overtime win in Chicago. Cut by Carolina on the Jets practice squad in 2025. Harrison Mevis is a hero. Matthew Stafford and the Rams have ended this magical, glorious season for Chicago. And the Rams are bound for the Great Northwest for the 3rd act in the trilogy to decide who will represent the NFC in Super Bowl 60. Those 2 guys, McVay and Stafford, at the highest level, pulled it off one more time. An unbelievable end of regulation moment with Caleb Williams to Cole Kmet. And Chicago is alive. Then after stopping the Rams, Williams gets the ball back, moving it downfield, but then this big interception juggled and held onto by Cam Curl. Stafford hit a couple of big ones to get him downfield. And Harrison Mevis, not on the Rams when the season started, ends their year of special teams woes. Year 1 for Ben Johnson comes to a crashing halt. And Sean McVay brings his team in the cold and the snow and sends them to the championship game. The Rams have done it. Caleb Williams' remarkable sophomore season ends. But the man who will likely be the MVP of the league, Matthew Stafford, has another game to play and is a win away from getting to another Super Bowl thanks to his hero, Harrison Mevis. The Rams are moving on. The Chevrolet postgame from Chicago after this.
Welcome to the Chevrolet postgame. Here now, Mike Tirico.
Well, it's 9:08 Central Time, but the clock has struck midnight in Chicago on the Cinderella Bears, and the Los Angeles Rams are returning to the championship game in the NFC for the third time under Sean McVay. 20-17, the Rams beat the Bears on a Harrison Mevis field goal in OT. So, they're the only road team to win on this divisional playoff weekend. It's the Rams in Seattle next Sunday for the NFC title, the Patriots and the Broncos for the AFC title in Denver with Jarrett Stidham playing for the Broncos. The winners will join us in Santa Clara for Super Bowl 60 on NBC 3 weeks from tonight. Our players of the game, Matthew Stafford taking the Rams down the field for that game-winning score. Cam Curl had the big pick in OT, and Harrison Mevis who had 2, including the game winner. Let's start with Stafford and Mevis with Melissa Stark.
What a finish, Matthew. How would you describe the ultimate hype guy? Yeah. All right, well, then that's the emotion of this game. How would you describe the emotions of the finish of this game?
It was crazy. It was back and forth. Obviously, we didn't play our best on offense. Our defense dominated the game. It was unbelievable to watch. Hell of a play on 4th down by Caleb to get his team, to overtime. And just glad we got the ball back. Our defense got us back again. Great pick. And, got it in range for this guy.
Well, yeah, okay, so we talked pregame, and you said, I'm used to these elements. This is backyard football. What was it like in that moment?
Shoot, that's why we do it, man. That's why we do it.
Is that what you want it to come down to?
Yeah, preferably this guy gets in the end zone, but, if it has to come down to me, I'll be ready for my moment, so.
What was it like to play in these elements in front of this crowd and get this win and head to the NFC Championship game?
Yeah, it's just playoff football. They did a hell of a job making a home field advantage. Like I said, we got a lot of things that we can be better at, but we stuck together as a team, found a way to win a game on the road in some tough conditions, and made the plays when we needed to make them, and that's what it's all about. You'd love to come in here and throw for 450 and 4 touchdowns and do all that, but hey, find a way to win the game, survive in advance, and we did it, and we'll be ready to go next week.
You did it. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Kaylee?
Thanks, Melissa. Cam Curl, you get the Rams the ball back so that your offense can go down and win this game, plus 2 picks for your boy Kobe Durant. How were you all able to read Caleb Williams so well tonight?
Man, just playing together, man. We trust each other, man. And, we heard a little noise, in the wind about our secondary. They were hating on us, but, we came to show them what we can do, man. We make plays back there, man. We win games for the team.
What'd you hear?
Man, we ain't gonna give them no airtime, but we heard it, though, and that's why we play like that. We're gonna continue to play like that.
You guys let the Rams let the Bears back into this. That big touchdown from Caleb Williams to Cole Kmet, we go to overtime. What was said among the defenders for the Rams as you guys went to the field again?
Man, just lock back in, you know what I'm saying? Lock back in and make a play for the offense, Get the offense back on the field. We got Matthew Stafford, who's the best ever, and he's gonna make a play for us.
And now it's on to Seattle. Appreciate you, Cam.
Thank you.
All right, Kaylee, thank you. And Melissa, Cam Curl had the pick. Let's go back to that play. That was the last offensive play for the Bears and the big game-turning moment here.
Yeah, DJ Moore has had such a sensational run here over the last month, but I don't really know what happened as he ran across the field here. Cam Curl is going to jump the route and play the ball while it's in the air, and I'm not sure that DJ Moore ever got his head turned around, ever had any idea they might throw him the ball. And for whatever reason, you always have to assume it's coming to you. Cam Curl got the opportunity. He took advantage of it.
And one more look at Moore and that route. You're looking for him coming across the field here?
Yeah. So you got to look back at the quarterback, but the ball's already in the air, and Curl's breaking on it, and DJ Moore just never did.
And Curl comes up with the pick, the third, and Caleb Williams and the Bears season comes to an end. And Chris, full credit to Sean McVay and the Rams coming in here, the cold weather, an LA team, all that. There was none of that. They've built a toughness around the #1 offense in the NFL that they'll take up to Seattle.
Yeah, and we're going to see the classic matchup up there, right? They've each won one, and here we go. So we're down to championship football, and it's going to be a great weekend coming up next weekend.
Yeah, we'll talk about that more in a little bit. But first, let's go down to the field. Maria and our Football Night in America crew. Maria?
Yeah, appreciate it, Mike. We've already seen some amazing football. We were right here on the sidelines for every play. We're here for 4th and 4. Caleb throws the touchdown, and we're thinking that's the moment. But then it came down to Matthew Stafford, the offense gathering themselves. He goes 3 for 6 for 43 yards in that game-winning drive. What did you see from Matthew Stafford just getting it to all his playmakers?
You know, for me, one of the themes of these playoffs has been great quarterback play at the end of games. And this was not the Rams' best offensive performance by a long shot, but in the big moments, Matthew Stafford was Matthew Stafford. Look at this throw to Devontae Adams on first down. They get a big chunk. They get into Chicago Bear territory, and now they're rolling.
And who did he go to in those big moments? His two stars, Devontae and Puka Nacua.
And I think that's the key. You try to play man-to-man, he knows where to go. He goes to Devontae Adams. Then you say, all right, we're going to blitz him, try to switch. He goes, I see that. There's my guy, Puka Nacua. It's so hard to stop when a quarterback knows exactly what's coming.
And his poise and cool at the end of the game, when the game was rocky for him for the most part, he settled himself down, he settled the team down, he made the play.
Yeah, you heard Matthew Stafford telling Melissa after the game, listen, the offense, we didn't play our best ball, but they still played the moments when they needed to. Let's talk about Caleb Williams. 3 interceptions on the day. We saw some highs, and we also saw some lows. What does he walk away from this game learning?
I think a learning experience, that in the playoffs you need those big moments, you need the great plays. He's capable of that, but you cannot turn the ball over in the playoffs. You can't throw 3 interceptions, and this is the high. This is
That's
the
unbelievable.
100%.
Yeah, that you say, wow, but then you've got to make the routine plays, Dev.
Yeah, and I think for a defense, you go through this play, you're like, there's nothing we can do. And I'm sure coming in, the Rams are like, hey, he's going to make some plays, and we have to shake our head and say, hey, he's that good. But then these are the moments you have to take advantage. Yes, he's going to make some plays, but he's going to give us an opportunity to make plays. And right here, Cam Curl comes up with a key interception in overtime.
Well documented. 7 times this year he made the plays at the end of games for comebacks, but they get into overtime. I think they got a little greedy there. Be more methodical, keep making first downs. He forces ones, and the Rams make them pay.
Yeah. And we have to give credit to the Rams defense. All week, what have we talked about? Oh, the Bears, the takeaways. The Bears defense, the takeaways. The Rams got the takeaways tonight.
And you got to give credit to Ben Johnson, this Bears team. They make it to the divisional round for the first time since 2010.
Unbelievable.
An amazing turnaround. I saw the Caleb Williams posters, Iceman. Certainly something for all of these fans to cheer about. All right, coming up, we'll look ahead to next weekend's AFC and NFC championship games. We've got the Rams visiting the Seahawks for the 3rd time. It's a meeting of division rivals, and the Patriots head to Mile High to face the Broncos. That's coming up next.
Welcome back to the Chevrolet postgame.
All right, so the Rams, the only road team to win this weekend, setting up this NFC Championship game. How about a round 3 of Rams and Seahawks? It's the #1 scoring offense against the #1 scoring defense. What do you expect to see from the 3P?
Well, what I expect to see, these two teams know each other very well. They play. There will be no surprises. It's all execution. And I can hear Sean McVay in that locker room reminding his guys already, we were up 16 points against these guys in the 4th quarter. We need to just finish it all.
The 3rd time you play somebody, compliments of what you've done in the past is critical. They're both going to know it. They're going to study the tape. It's what you do off of what you've done that's key. The real challenge for the Rams is how do they block that Seattle front?
Meanwhile, Sean McVay looking to make it to the Super Bowl for the 3rd time with the Rams and Seattle, the 1st time under Mike McDonald. Let's go to the AFC matchup that we're going to see. We saw the Broncos get the victory over the Bills. Now, obviously, they're going to be playing without Bo Nix. It's Jarrett Stidham stepping up to the plate, getting his first start in 749 days, just 5th career start. What do you expect to see from the Patriots defense against a backup quarterback?
Yeah, I think the Patriots defense we've seen the last 2 weeks more aggressive, blitzing, giving different looks. I think for Stidham, he's going to come to the line of scrimmage. They're going to be moving, doing different things. He's going to have to adjust throughout this game because the Patriots defense is going to make it hard.
The Patriots have been incredible, making it ugly and making it difficult to decide what the heck they're doing on that side. I think Sean Payton eliminates that for Jarrett Stidham. They're going to run the ball. They're going to move Stidham, use his athleticism to get out in space and play to that defense.
Yes, and Vance Joseph is telling his defenders right now, we can win this game. We can win this game.
No doubt.
Yeah, listen, I want to show you guys Nick Foles' tweet because he's having a little fun right now, okay? And I want us to focus on the last part. A positive note going into the game versus the Patriots is that they struggle against backup QBs in championship-type games, Devin McCourty. You say what?
This made you happy to bring this up? Nick Foles. I'm not mad at Nick Foles. Get your love, Nick Foles.
Either way, it's going to be a great championship day. Don't forget also to check out Peacock's picks of the week. Stream the Traders and Ponies. Plus, get ready for an all-day basketball celebration tomorrow with 4 games on MLK Day starting at 1 p.m. Eastern. I'll be there the whole time. It's going to be great. Guess what? 3 more Sundays until the Super Bowl. The Rams stamping their ticket to the NFC Championship game. Continue to break down the matchup when we come back.
Welcome back to the Chevrolet postgame.
We're asking people to talk to us about the Super Bowl. Just step inside, tell us your favorite Super Bowl memory.
Super Bowl history. Unbelievable. My goodness. Don't you live for that moment right there?
The photo booth going across America to capture your Super Bowl memory. Look forward to the next one, all together with you. Super Bowl 60 from Santa Clara, 3 weeks from tonight. Our privilege to bring it to you on NBC. And now we know the matchups. 3 of the 4 would be repeat Super Bowl matchups. Chris, let's talk about the championship games coming up. In the AFC, it's a rematch of the very first AFL game, the Patriots and the Broncos. This to get to Super Bowl 60 with different circumstances at quarterback for Denver.
Yeah, Bo Nix, from all of us here,
Yeah.
we're so sorry what happened. That would have been just an unbelievable story. Yeah. Jared Stidham comes in to play against his old team. That'll be a little bit interesting, but probably what'll be the most interesting part of this is what does Sean Payton do? We saw him dip into that little magic bag of his and pull out some really interesting plays in that game. And yet here we are coming down to deciding who it is that plays in the Super Bowl. And nobody saw it. Nobody saw the injury to Bo Nix, and now he can't make it.
And then in the NFC, it'll be the third act, as they were talking about the football night crew with Seattle and San Francisco. A point in a yard really decided the first 2. We'll look forward to the third matchup coming up. Be great out there in Seattle.
Seattle, LA, I thought was probably the 2 best games of the year. Now we get a third.
And for the 8th time in 14 years, the NFC West will be the NFC representative in the Super Bowl. Tomorrow morning on Today, Reggie Miller's live in Studio 1A as we are ahead of our quadruple header on NBC and Peacock for MLK Day with the NBA. Reg and I will be at the Garden for the Knicks taking on the Mavericks. More from Chicago coming up right after this.
NBC Sports, home of Super Bowl 60. Thanks you for watching this presentation of the National Football League.
We'll see you in 3 weeks on Super Sunday. The Rams eliminate the Bears 20-17, ending this great season for the Bears in Chicago. Good night from all of us, but don't go anywhere. For the producers of 30 Rock, Tracy Morgan and Daniel Radcliffe, teaming up, it's a new comedy. The special premiere of The Fall and Rise of Reggie Dinkins starts right now on NBC.